This week on Hill and Gully Ride, we journey to Stony Hill, St. Andrew, to the home of Florence Bogle, our newly minted centenarian, born July 9, 1923. Much like most of the Kingston and St. Andrew population, Mrs. Bogle was not born in St. Andrew. She's originally from the community of Victoria Town in Manchester. But riders, that is not even where she grew up. Let's listen as she tells her story.
I grew up in Clarendon. My parents migrated to Clarendon, and I attended the Crooked River All-Age School. I left school at the age of 15, and I took the Jamaica local exam and took a commercial course at a college near Bennett's College. And then I got a job at the factory in Trout Hall as a clerk.
And this is Trout Hall Oranges.
Yes, I work at in the factory. They grew a lot of citrus, and the prominent people were the Mackays, and the postmistress was my best friend, a lady by the name of Miss Lee.
So you worked there as a clerk, so you did shorthand and took minutes and those kinds of things?
Yes. I didn't stay with the company that long. I went to visit my family in Papine, my in-laws at Papine. And there I met my husband. I was boarding with these people in Papine, and he came by to visit, and he saw me and said that he liked me. And then he came down to Trout Hall to ask my parents out. And I got married in 1947.
Mrs. Bogle got married at the age of 23. And even at that age, it was customary for the husband-to-be to seek the permission of the brides-to-be's parents.
And then you get engaged, and after engaged, they plan the wedding.
Riders, the weddings of yesteryear were very elaborate.
I had 16 girls that carried the cake. I had 7 cakes. And then now the girls would bring the cake like the day before. They had a big yard, and they set up the tables out there.
So the entire district was at your wedding?
Yes. I had 7 cakes. After I got married, I really couldn't do clerical work anymore because it was so remote up in the Bowden Hills. So I resorted to dressmaking because my mother was a very good dressmaker, and I used to assist her. So I started to do dressmaking. So I sold a lot for the people in that community.
Can you still see to sew?
Yes, can still string needle.
What kind of dresses would you make? You turn out brides as well? You make wedding dresses?
Yes.
Tell me about that. I understand that brides had like 2 dresses.
Yes, you have to change. After you attend the church service and come home, and then now the dinner, you have to change off the bridal dress, and then now you sit around in an ordinary dress for the dinner, for the reception.
So that dress was a white dress too, or it could be any color?
White. My mother was a dressmaker. She made my bridal dress.
So the dress had crinoline in it too?
No, I didn't wear any crinoline.
Because they used to make these elaborate dresses.
No.
With 3 sisters and the people have to lift up part of it. And
mine wasn't that elaborate.
You just had a simple dress.
And yes.
A simple, elegant dress. Yes. And when you started to make dresses for people, you made nice dresses
Yes,
too.
yes.
Yes. So you know these days people are getting married in colored wedding dresses. What do you think about that?
Well, I think it is more solemn when you wear white.
Earlier, Mrs. Bogle boasted about still being able to thread a needle at 100 years. But in her spare time, she prefers to watch her favorite soap operas.
I'm just at home, relax, read, still read, watch TV, and relax in the days.
So what you like to watch on TV?
Watch the young and the restless, the bold and the beautiful.
Hill and Gully Ride is brought to you by the Media Technology Institute.
Want a career in the booming industry of film and television? Register now at the Media Technology Institute to get hands-on training with the industry's best high-definition equipment. We offer other courses in video production, voice and speech, audio engineer, photography, and many more. Call us at 876-922-9214 or visit our office at 37 Arnold Road, Kingston 5. The Media Technology Institute, training the best.
Hill and Gully Ride is brought to you by the Media Technology Institute.
You are watching Hill and Gully Ride, and we are at the home of 100 years old Florence Bogle in Stony Hill, St. Andrew. Mrs. Bogle spent her earlier years as a clerk at the Trout Hall Orange factory in Clarendon. Then she got married as a seamstress in Bogle Hill, St. Andrew, and from there to Stony Hill, where she now resides.
I came to live in Stony Hill about in the, I don't remember the year.
But you get involved in the church?
Yes.
You're an Anglican?
Yes.
You go to St. Jude's?
Yes. I was confirmed at the St. Jude's Church by one Bishop Abdullah, but I'm an Anglican for years. I was secretary for the Mothers Union, see my plaque up there.
Wow.
Yes.
What's the role of the Mothers Union?
Well, we look after the living, and on third Sundays we would have a special meeting where we have special communion like every third Sunday. And whenever we have harvest supper and things like those, we would play the part, we would do the vegetables and whatever and serve the dinner and so forth. But we would take an active part in the dinner. Because right now, tonight, Friday night here, they'll be having harvest supper. But as you know, I can't do anything anymore. Haven't been out for quite a while.
But they come to you?
They come to visit and the priest come and give me communion.
But let us talk a little bit more about Mr. Bogle. You don't tell me about Mr. Bogle yet, you know.
Oh, Mr. Bogle, you used to work at the Water Commission as superintendent at the Mona Reservoir.
That union produced 8 children.
6 boys and 2 girls. She's the eldest, Millicent.
Yes.
One died.
Oh no.
One of my sons passed on. 7 of them alive.
Mr. Bogle passed in 1997. Does she still miss him?
Well, it's such a long time now. It's gradually fading away.
Yeah. Yeah.
But at times, when you see the children, you would remember the past. So, yeah.
He was a hard worker and he
Very hard
provided.
worker, yes.
And he took care of you.
Yes, he did construction. He built this house, he built the Stony Hill Hotel. The manager there was one Mr. Wirt at the time.
Yeah, so Mr. Bogle is a very important person to Stony Hill then.
Yes, yes.
All her siblings have predeceased her. Florence considers herself special to be alive.
One sister died last year. She was 101.
Long livers.
Yes, but the brothers, they mostly died in the 94, 96. And the sister that I fathered, she died just year before last, at 101. Most of my family abroad.
So you go abroad sometimes?
Oh, and I travel a lot. It's just about 6 years or so since I packed it up. Every year I used to go and visit my eldest daughter and the other daughter. Yeah.
According to Mrs. Bogle, her secret to longevity is simplicity and her favorite meals.
Try to live a good life.
Yes.
Get up in the mornings, you do what you have to do, still do the housework. And like it come midday, I would sit around and watch the TV and so forth.
So what you like to eat? What's your favorite food?
I like stew peas and rice. I like curry goat. And I like soup.
What about the porridge?
The porridge? I don't mention. Because through the children I used to do so much porridge. And most days is mostly porridge in the days for lunch.
Yes.
Yeah.
Gully Ride is brought to you by the Media Technology Institute. Gully Ride is brought to you by the Media Technology Institute.
Gully Ride is still at the home of centenarian Florence Bogle of Stony Hill, St. Andrew, listening as she tells her life story. On the previous side of the break, she was telling us about her secret to longevity, from enjoying the wholesomeness of life and her favorite foods. For her upcoming party, she will satisfy with whatever is provided.
Not specializing in nothing. Whatever they provide, try and enjoy it.
But what would she love to have for her drink?
Like, Bailey's cream.
Oh yeah. You like your Bailey's rum cream?
Oh, up to last night, I have to have my Bailey's. Love Bailey's, man.
Yes, ma'am. She is happy because
The children take good care of me.
yes.
I'm loving good children.
Give me some advice.
Yeah.
How we should really be growing our children.
Well, try and grow them up in the proper way. See to it that they go to school, attend good school, and you help them to make their choices accordingly in life. You have so much young people becoming parents, so they can't really guide the children in the proper way.
Yeah.
They have to make their own choice. And with the crime and what is going on, if you don't have the right guidance, the result to crime and so forth. you have to have strong parentage to guide them in the right way. Most of my children grow up into guides and scouting and so forth.
Yes. Because in those clubs they learn discipline,
Yes.
they learn values, proper attitudes towards authority, attitudes to work, and how to be courteous and so forth. So those clubs and social organizations, really.
Yes, and you try to direct them in the right way. Try to help them to make the choice. Send them to good school and come up and make their choice.
At this point, we were introduced to Mrs. Bogle's best friend for over 50 years, Sylvia.
We met at church through the Mothers Union. We were members, active members, both of us, in the Mothers Union. Like today now, we'd be busy coming from the market and doing the vegetable, and I have to call her every day to find out how she is. Every morning I have to call her, and if I don't get through, I call until she pick up. Sometimes 4, 5, 6 times for the day I dial her number until she pick up. Because anything can happen overnight. So, you know, in the morning I have to check to find out that she's okay. I remember the days, you know, when we used to go to the market, and then when she could not go to the market, then I would go to the market and buy her things, put it on the table, then I go back and buy my shopping, and, you know, could sit down and talk. You know, we could sit down. We both have pains. And we talk about the pain. We just talk about pain. She have pain, me have pain. And we just talk about pain.
She lost her leg and she's still active. Still go to church.
20 years now.
Since you lost the leg?
Yeah.
Is it because of the sugar?
Yeah, sugar and circulation.
Oh, the circulation went bad?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you're managing it well, though. You're managing it with your diet?
Yes, that diet.
So what you eat these days, like a typical morning, what is you have?
Like most morning, I just have a toast and a cup of tea or an egg or something, sandwich or thing. But in the evening, what I'm doing now, I'm just cooking off rice. Just going on vegetable.
Every morning she calls me. Every day she wants to find out what I'm doing.
Yes.
Everything.
So you see, it's a great friend to have, because in spite of all her problems, she still cares about you. And I wish you great health, Miss Sylvia.
Yeah. Yesterday was my wedding anniversary.
So that is how many years now?
Till her. 55.
That's a long time.
It's
a long-
Congratulations.
Thanks.
What a joyous way to end this week's program. Not only did we get to meet our newly minted centenarian, but we were also introduced to our best friend of 50 years, celebrating her 55th wedding anniversary. Now, isn't that something? We will be back next week, all things being equal, to continue our chat with the rest of the family. Until then, riders, we are up the hill.
Thank you for watching Hill and Gully Ride.